Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about double leg shots. Okay, so specifically getting the same leg or each of the legs from attacking from a different direction. Okay, so I did talk about this in a different video where I was talking about turning your opponent. Okay, but I kind of wanted to make this a headline item. So the idea is, one way to double up on the leg is basically just throw on the same side, right? So I'm here, boom, step and move, and this is a great way to turn your opponent, because when you throw there, they're gonna block the leg. Now you step here to the side, now they gotta turn more. And with most of these shields, right, either heaters or kites or round shields, they tend to be more narrow at the bottom, a little wider at the top. So if you're throwing at my head, right, I can use this corner to block this side, but then if you throw on this side of my head here, because it's wider, my shield is moving less, okay? However, if you're throwing at my legs, because the shield is more narrow at the bottom, right, if you throw on this side here, I gotta move that corner over, but then if you come back over to the other side, I gotta move the corner here. Or if you throw here, I can block it, but then if you keep going that way, I gotta turn the shield out more. So that's one of the things that we want to capitalize on. The shields typically being more narrow at the bottom, sometimes because of the shape of the shield, sometimes because of the way people hold the shield. There's just less coverage at the bottom. Okay, and the idea is with a shield like this that has a point, right? At any time, like this point is covering one leg and the other leg needs to be back. I mean, either leg can be forward, right? But I can't take a horse stance because now I can only cover one leg at a time and the other one's exposed. So this type of a shield is always going to necessitate one leg being back when I'm in range. Okay, so one of the things, just to kind of refresh, I talked about turning your opponent. So from here, basically, I am doubling up on the same leg on the same side, and that's going to cause them to block. As you go that way, they're going to move that way, and now you've caused them to turn. You've caused them to pivot, and what that does is it allows you to go to the other side. So basically, I can go leg, leg, and then boom, I can come back to the other side, right? So I can be leg, leg, and then bang. Okay, so that causes your opponent to turn. And it gives you different angles. Now, one of the things I want to cover here is getting like opposite sides of the leg, okay? So what I can do here is I can go leg, step here, right? Instead of throwing to the same leg at the same side, right? I'm gonna go leg up, sword comes up, and then boom, comes to the other side, okay? So it's leg, up, and to the other side. So the reason why I'm coming up, okay, why am I not going here, right? Because the problem here is if I go here, I now have to pull through, right? It tends to be a little easier if you have a curved sword, right, or a saber. But with this type of a medieval sword, right, if I hit the leg here, I have to pull through, right, really come in over here in order to be able to generate that power. So by going up, right, I go here, I come up, and now I'm using both the swords, I'm using gravity to help me, and I'm also using my lat muscles, right? So here, up, and then boom, without needing to go all the way back here, which is completely legit, you can, but of course it opens you up a lot more on this side of your body, right? Because you can see if I attack here, pull through, you can see how open I am over here, right? Versus if I go here, come up, my sword is now also blocking me, and now I can go to the other side, okay? So it's boom, up, boom. Okay, so I get that momentary defense, right, as I come, and usually as I come up, as soon as I clear, the shield is gonna come over, right? So I'm using the curve here. I'm basically attacking along my curve, right? So boom, up, boom. Now you can also do this going in the other direction, okay? So in the other direction, right, where I want to attack that side, what I can do is I can throw a headshot, right, or fake a headshot, come here, and then from here, boom. Now here I can pull back, and now on this side, pulling through is a lot easier, right? Because here, if I pull through, I gotta come over here. Again, I'm pretty open over here. But if I come here, attack here, the shield's here, it's in front of me, and now it's a lot easier for me to pull through, and I can come back to the leg. Now, it doesn't have to be to the leg. It can also be to the head, right? So I can come up, boom, pull through. I can go head, right? Or, again, boom, okay? And I can come back to the leg, okay? So I can attack anything on that side, but the advantage of attacking the leg, again, is there's just less coverage down here. And a lot of times people, when they fight, they tend to be head hunters, right? They tend to throw a lot of headshots. And the idea here is that, you know, the distance going across is shorter than the distance going diagonally, okay? So usually people, a lot of times their fighting is all up high, and then maybe a leg shot is kind of like an afterthought. But what you can do is you can use the leg shots to create opportunities to turn people. And the other thing to also like kind of factor in here is not every shot needs to land, okay? So if somebody's holding the shield over here, right, it is possible to just throw at the shield, right? So if I'm throwing the shot, right, and all I'm doing is making contact with the shield, from their perspective, they may not be aware of what my range is, right? So if I'm throwing at somebody's shield, right, even though I can't reach their leg, the fact that I'm throwing into the shield or into that area, you know, because it might be one of those things where I'm throwing here, or I can also step in to get more range. Okay, so if you're attacking that quadrant, you know, they have to actively defend against it. Right now, that defense could just be stepping back, okay, or it can be moving the shield, right? So what's in some way they need to defend it, okay? So that's going to, you know, that's going to get a reaction, and now you can start kind of thinking, okay, what does this person do when I attack their leg? Do they move back? Do they block it? Do they like immediately counter? So these are things that you can start, you know, formulating into a plan, into an attack plan of how you're gonna fight this person. Okay, so a lot of times in the opening phases of the fight, a lot of the shots that I throw are not necessarily at their head or at their legs, but they're at the corners of the shield, right? You know, at the tip of my range, where basically just you know, this part of my sword is making contact with the shield, and there's like no chance I can possibly hit them, but it does force them, you know, to react to it. Okay, so the question is now, how do they react to it? Are they moving the shield? Are they sword blocking? Are they moving their bodies? So this is information that I'm gathering so I can come up with a plan on how to fight this person, especially if it's somebody that I have not fought before, okay? Because I need this kind of information. So again, the focus of this video, right, is doubling up on the leg, okay? You can double up on the leg like that, right? That'll get them to turn. And usually if I'm doing that, I'm doing it with the intention of coming over to that side over there. I can basically go to the leg here, come up, and then throw to the other side of the leg. And there's been plenty of times where I've actually hit people on both sides of the same leg with that technique. Okay? And the other one is to go to the offside, right? First, right? So, and again, I can either come up like this, turn here, pull through, and then cut here, and I can do that with a step. Okay, up through, step, boom. And then another way I'll throw that shot is I'll lift up my elbow, throw my shot there, step, throw my shot there. And that can also be a back edge cut, right? So I can go here, throw there, and I can do a back edge cut as well. So now usually if I'm going to the offside first, right? Because if I just come up to them and do one of these jobs, if they see this, they're going to, a lot of times they'll throw at my arm or something. So a lot of times I have to do something to put them on defense. So that might be the first throw a shot at their head. As I recover, throw to the leg here, and then, you know, throw to the other side of the leg. Okay, so some stuff for you guys to think about. Let me know what you guys think. And I've actually posted a video of where I've actually executed this in fighting. It was like a short, it was like just a couple of seconds. But somebody saw that, one of my viewers saw that They said that they liked it, and I said, hey, let me do a video that just gives more detail on it. Okay, so drop some comments. Talk to you all soon.